Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Lance with Dilo Designs. Today I'm going to show you guys how to wrap the door handles on these Ford F-Series trucks with them on the truck. We're not going to take them off. We're going to leave them on. I don't do it in one piece when they're on the truck. I do it in 3 pieces. The reason for this video is so you don't have to go pay someone hundreds of dollars to wrap your door handles. You can do it yourself on a weekend at home. We do it in 3 pieces. I'm going to show you the trick. Super easy. You don't need a big you don't need a big shop. You don't need the skill level and all the years of experience to wrap this thing in 3 pieces. My grandma could probably do it. I might even do a video of my grandma wrapping this to show you how easy it is. So I'm gonna show you the tools and then we'll get right into wrapping it. Alright, so here's some of the tools you're going to need to knock this job out. I'll put the links to all this stuff in the description so you can go buy it on Amazon. First thing is 3M's Knifeless tape. You're going to need this because we're doing overlays, and this helps you cut a perfect line without cutting a blade into your door handle. Makes it look clean. You're going to need a sharp blade to cut the edges of the back of your door handle. It has to be a sharp blade. If not, your lines are going to be jagged. And it's not going to look good. Third thing is this little tool. It helps you tuck into the back. You don't need to have this. You can use your fingernail, but you might as well buy it if you're going to do it. The other thing is a heat gun or your wife's blow dryer, but I don't recommend that. Doesn't go over very well. Some Windex. Doesn't have to be anything crazy, just Windex. And the 3M vinyl. I use 3M's 2080 vinyl. It's the best wrap film I've ever found, and it goes on real easy with no real issues. So alright, let's clean these door handles up and we'll get started. Hey guys, I want to stop the video real quick and tell you guys to head over to Instagram and like my Instagram page. The tag is Dilo Designs. We wrap sprint cars, outlaw carts. We do all kinds of cool stuff, and you guys might like to check that out. So head over there, check that out. We also have a TikTok. That's Dilo Designs as well. Go follow them and enjoy the video. All right, so we're going to start on the bottom right here. So what we're going to do is called an overlay. We're going to start from the bottom, and we're going to put a piece right here on this bottom of the door handle. And then when you do an overlay and you overlay the vinyl, you always want that overlay to be on a hard line, which this door handle has 2 hard lines that run down and turn. That way you won't be able to see. And we'll start from the bottom, we'll lay one here, and then the middle piece will lay over that so your eye won't see the ledge of the vinyl. And then we'll do the second piece, then the top piece will lay over that so you won't even see that there's 3 pieces. It'll look good. And then we'll trim this little piece out here, fold it in, and we're good. So we're going to start on the bottom. First thing you want to do, you want to take your knifeless tape and you want to peel it off like this. You want to leave yourself like 3 or 4 inches on the end, and you'll see why when I start to pull the tape off. And you're going to want to run this tape right below your line, your hard line. Right here. You go around the door handle, and then you're going to go down. Don't stretch this tape. If you stretch it, it won't lay right, and it'll pull off when you put the vinyl on top of it. So you want to stay right on the line of that door handle. All the way around, just like that. And then give yourself a couple inches on both sides. You'll see why we do that here in a minute. Okay, so now you can see I have a green tape line all the way around the bottom. Make sure you wash your hands real good too, because if you don't, your oil on your hands will get on the door handle and you'll have failure. It'll pull up. Okay, so now we got that. I'm gonna take and cut a little strip. You wanna just cut a strip big enough that's gonna fit that bottom and roll over. We're gonna lay the graphic or the vinyl on the bottom, and we're gonna roll it over this tape right there. All right, so you just need a strip big enough to fit underneath, and I go a little bit longer on both sides. We're gonna basically peel. There's a protective layer on this vinyl that we're gonna peel off. Just throw it down, and then you're gonna peel the vinyl off, and then take the vinyl, put it up basically against the door, and push it up, and then lock it in with your finger, just like that. This is where you're gonna need the heat gun, because you're gonna have to heat this vinyl and roll it up over the knifeless tape. Just make sure you get the bottom set real good. And once that's set, we'll grab the heat gun. I'll just heat the edge up a little bit. Doesn't have to get too hot. And then we're just gonna grab this and roll it up and around like that. Don't put a ton of pressure. You don't have to grab it and yank it over. Just warm it up and pull it over. Sometimes you don't even have to use heat on the straight part, but the edge you're gonna have to use heat. We'll do this side now. Warm it up. Just like that. And pull it around. Just like that. And then push your finger down. You'll start to see the knifeless tape. That's how you know you went far enough up. Just like that. You got the bottom done. We'll worry about the inside here once we cut all this. So with the knifeless tape, what you do, you'll see there's a little red string. It's the green tape, and then there's a little red string right in the middle. So I grab the tape like this, and I just kind of pull the, you'll feel the knifeless tape separate from the red string. Throw that down. You can never get it off your finger. Oh, come on. Okay. Then you'll grab this red string, pull it back, put your finger on the tape and pull, and you'll see that the red string is now cutting the green tape right down the middle. You'll put your finger on it and get it right up, pull that red string right up to the vinyl, put your finger on the vinyl, and just pull. And it'll create a perfect line. When you get to the end, just pop it out. Now you can peel up the top stuff. And then you'll grab this knifeless tape and pull it up and out from underneath the black vinyl. All the way around. Get it off your fingers. And now you'll just run your thumb around and seal that off. Okay, so now you got the bottom done. I'm gonna wipe it down one more time because there's some little marks here you can see. Actually, let's do the inside first before we clean it. So the bottom here, there's some left over. We're gonna heat it up and we're gonna just roll it up under the door handle because the chrome barely goes underneath. So you'll just do that all the way around. And if you want, it's gonna try and pull back down. There's some pressure on it. You can cut what's called a relief cut, which is just a little angled cut. and that'll help the vinyl go up into the deal. So now all we're gonna do is if you push on this inside and you really get that vinyl to lay down, you'll see the little line in there where you need to cut with the blade. You want to take your blade that I talked about, and you want one with a sharp tip. So just to be safe, we're going to break this blade off. Now we have a new tip. And then I'm going to come in here. This is going to be really hard to see on the camera. I'll give you a better angle. I'm even going to use my phone light to look. Okay. Once you see that line, you're just going to trim around that line. That's all you're going to do. Do this outside when it's sunny. It's a lot easier than doing it inside. So then I just take my blade and then I cut. Real nice and easy. Make sure you get your blade perfect before you start cutting. Get right on that line. And cut real light. That blade's really sharp, so you don't have to push. That way you don't end up slipping and cutting your brand new wrap you just put on the door handle. You want to be gentle. The blade will cut right through this vinyl. The vinyl is not thick. So I get about right there, and then I'll come around on this side and I'll cut back to my original cut. Just like that, nice and easy. And you can reach up in here and pop that out. Comes right out. Get the heat gun on it. Warm it up. Roll your thumb underneath. And you wrap the bottom. Okay, so your first layer is done. So now what we want to do is we're going to lay this second piece, and we're going to fold it over the black piece. Your knifeless tape, it's got like a 1/16 of an inch, and then the red string, and then another 1/16 of an inch. And we only want a 1/16 of an inch of an overlap on that black tape, or the black vinyl. So, alright, so for this second layer, you're going to want to give yourself some extra tape and put the knifeless down right along that black line where you just cut. Just like that. Follow it all the way down. And then roll it around the corner. Make sure your lines are straight. Just like that. There we go. There's the bottom. Looks like there's a little bit of residue right there. You have to clean that off before we lay the vinyl. It's from the Okay, so that looks good. We'll go ahead and start the top. A little line there. Just like that. Roll around. Try to get these lines as straight as you can. The straighter they are, the less you can see them. It just looks a lot cleaner when you're done. If you don't like the line you made, just pull it back up and start over. You can do it with this tape. Not a big deal. Perfect. And then pop it off. Okay, so now we're going to lay the black in here. Pull the knifeless tape, and then we'll have a strip there. pull the protectant off the vinyl, and then we'll put our starting point, touch it down right there, just like that, seal it off, and then all we're going to do, give it a little bit warm. And we will basically just pull it all the way around. If you get these little wrinkles, no big deal, just pop the vinyl up and pull the wrinkles right out. Just like that. Get it to lay flat all the way around. Once you get the main part laid, we'll heat up the corners and lay them just like we did the bottom. A little bit of heat and roll them around. A little bit of heat here. And pull it around, just like that. You can see our line for the knifeless tape. We'll do the bottom. Just like that. Roll it around the bottom. Super simple. Now we'll pull the main body of it around. Got a good line there. And then we'll do these two. Pop them first. Lay it around. Bottom. Pull it. Nice and tight, just like that. Okay. So double check, make sure it's all laid down. Just pull the vinyl back off, make sure your knifeless tape's laid down on both sides, and just cut yourself a little piece off. Just trim it just a hair, just like that. Lay it back down and do the same thing that we just did there. Pull your tape off. This green stuff will stick to your fingers, you can't get it off. It's so difficult. Okay, make sure that that's laid down nice and good. Pull your knifeless back and then pop it. Let's break it right here. Just like that. Get it in the middle. Put your thumb on there. Pop it. Walk it up to the vinyl, put your thumb on there, pull it just like that. Every once in a while both sides will break. Just start over. Just like that. Pull your knifeless out from underneath. Side's done. Warm it up. Roll it with your finger. Just like that. The bottom's done. Now we'll do the top. Break it. It's hard to separate the green tape from the red, So, like I said, if you mess it up, just start over. Okay, got it. Get it down to the vinyl. Once we get to the vinyl, just pull it. Oop. Just like that. Pull this off. And then pull your green tape out. Make sure you get both sides. This green tape's in two pieces because you just cut a line through it. So you get the first one and the second piece. You want both pieces to come out. If you leave one piece under there, you'll see it and the vinyl won't stick because the green tape will be what's sticking. Warm it up. Roll your finger around it. Like that. And now we're going to do the top piece. The final piece. You want to take your knifeless tape and you're going to put the top of the knifeless tape at the top of this. That way you have like a 1/16 of an inch overlay on the black. So start and just work your way around right underneath the black. This is not complicated, guys. It just takes time. So take your time. Don't get impatient. I already broke my knifeless tape on this piece and I had to start over. So don't be afraid to start over. We're not perfect. Take your time and it'll look good. Push down your knifeless tape. Make sure it looks good, nice and straight. Now we're going to cut our last black piece. Fold it. So you can see how my knifeless tape runs right underneath the black. And then we're going to lay this down right on top. Just like that. Seal the top with your finger. Just kind of touch it down. The reason I'm doing that is because if you start over here and you start pushing and you push your way that way, the vinyl will crease and then it'll try and put a crease in. So just tap it down, get it close, and then lay your finger down. Get it set down. Now all we got to do is pull it around like we did before. Heat it up. That's good. Pull it down and around, just like that. There's our knifeless tape. You can see it. Hopefully you can see it. Just keep pulling. Go to about halfway. Don't go all the way until you get here because you don't want this to crinkle up. Heat this up. Just like that. Pull it tight. Run it down. All the way around. And then finish this off. Just like that. Now, knifeless tape. Separate it from the green stuff. Pull the green stuff off. Grab your string, fold it over, put your finger on it, pop it. Get it to the vinyl. Pull it. And it broke again. That's fine. We got another side. It only breaks when you're filming. If you're not filming, it doesn't break. Trust me. Okay. Do it again over here. Get it up to the vinyl. And pop the vinyl. Just like that. Pull it out. Pop this piece off. Pull out your knifeless. Just like that. I only got one piece, see that? So now we need to pull this other piece out. If that'll happen, you'll totally miss it, and then you'll wonder why your wrap is failing. And the reason why is because you didn't get this second piece of Knifeless out. Make sure you pull them both out. Alright, so heat this guy up. Roll the corners down. And we'll just push this while we're here. Push this down like we did the bottom side. And then we'll trim our little line here. I'm gonna try and show you this line. That way you know what I'm talking about. Pick up the camera. See if I can see it here if I zoom in. See that line? Right here? That's your line you're going to cut on. Put you back. Okay. Let's go in here and trim. Fresh blade. Remember, that's key to get a good cut. Go slow. Don't go fast. You try to hurry up, you're going to mess up. You have to start over. Your wife's going to be mad because you have her hairdryer still. You're not done. Just like that. Grab the inside. Pull it off. Hit it with the heat gun one more time to be safe. Then we gotta trim the outsides on this little guy. So we have vinyl hanging out on the edges because we wrapped over there. Knocked my heat gun off. So let's get in here and trim the edge of this. You don't have to cut all this stuff out. You just want to cut most of it because you can tuck the rest on the back side of the handle. Okay, let's get that out of there. That's why we have this little tool here. This little guy. Because you can run it. And you can tuck this vinyl behind the door handle. You can use your fingernail if your nails are that long. Mine aren't that long. And then we'll trim the front if we even need to. Yeah. I'm gonna probably get in the way here. But we'll just trim this back. Just like that, nice and slow. Just like that. Just like that. Heat it up. Use your finger. And you guys can't tell me that you see the... You can't even tell it's 3 pieces. It looks like 1. We're going to trim this little guy out. What I like to do is heat this up a little bit. Push the vinyl in there real good. And we'll trim right around here. Real slow. Real easy. And if you have the one with the where you stick your key in the hole, you just do the same thing. Just heat the vinyl up. You'll heat the vinyl up. Push your finger in there, use your pinky, whatever, to get the vinyl in, and just cut the hole out. Always hit it with heat when you're done. Roll it around. My little tool. Like that. Clean it up. Make sure all the edges are sealed off. Alright, and that, guys, that's how you wrap a door handle. I'm gonna take this off here. This thing looks good. Other than my lint, that thing looks sweet. That's how you wrap a door handle, guys. So I'm gonna finish the rest of them off. I'm not gonna film them, but that's the basics of wrapping a door handle in 3 pieces. Takes a little bit of time, super simple, not a lot of work. Just make sure your blades are sharp. Make sure you're very patient with your knifeless tape, and if it breaks, just start over. It doesn't take that much vinyl to do. So, all right, guys, stay tuned for more. I might film the tailgate, who knows. All right, peace.